I can use the graviton ball, shoot the graviton ball for the extra explosion. Oh my god, that deleted Boo! That destroyed Boo! That did so much damage! What's up, gamers? We are back and officially back. The Dragon Ball Z Moba against Genshin Squadra. We're just gonna call it the DBZ Moba. The DBZ Moba has officially released, so that means there's no beta. You don't have to worry about it going away. I'm going to be playing this game a lot because I've been waiting on it for like the longest. So there's going to be like a lot of gaming videos coming for it. Hopefully you gamers are interested in it, because I really enjoy it. So since we're officially back, I had to use one of the new characters, and I wanted to use Kid Goku, because they said they would give everybody Kid Goku for free, but he is not unlocked for me. So when they gave me my free unlock, the one character who was on there that I had never played was Kale. And Kale is really interesting. She's an attacker, obviously. I'm hoping regular Broly is like a defender. Oh my god, that would be so amazing. But Kale's an attacker. She's a long range attacker at that. She's like an attacker slash support because her passive buffs her teammates' attacks, and all of her attacks are like long range, and her two like main damaging attacks are like combination attacks. You'll see once I like explain it and break it down, but her moves work really well together with her being like a long range support, kind of like Oob, where you just like sit in the back and you basically like spam beams and do big damage from the back. And her ultimate is her transformation into the legendary Super Saiyan. So like that's like the best, that's one of the weird things about her, because most characters with Super Saiyan transformations, once they hit level 7 they can transform. When Kale hits level 5 and she gets her ult transforms her into her berserk mode, and while in her berserk mode she stops being long range and becomes a close range character with enhanced autos. And oh my gosh, dude, those enhanced autos hurt. You basically 1v1 anybody in the game. Technically you might 1v2 just about any two characters in the game. They need a lot of healing in order to like survive through like her ult. Her ult is crazy when she goes berserk. But outside of her ult doing a lot of damage, she just does a lot of damage herself, like in base form. The combination of using her moves is really, really nuts. I'm just going to get into like the description and explain it. Hopefully the description gives like a little bit more insight on what I'm saying, because Kale is really, really crazy. I think she might be kind of overtuned, actually. Like kind of like once she gets ahead, if she's like one level, she kind of destroys. If she gets 2 levels ahead, the game is basically over. You need like 3 people to stop her. Absolutely crazy character. So as you can see, Super Saiyan Kale, Berserk, she is an attacker. So basically the breakdown on her moves. So her transformation is Super Saiyan Berserk. And I know, like I say, normally when they have a character that has a transformation at level 7, you transform. But her transformation is done through her ultimate, which is Evolution Break, and now I kind of get into that when I explain like her ultimate. So her passive, Courage for Comrades, basically it's an ability boost that boosts the damage of your teammates when you're closer to them. As you can see in the description, when you're closer to your teammates get basically a damage buff to their attacks, which is really good. That's why she's very good in the laning phase. She's good with defenders because she gives the defenders like a good attack boost in the early game. She's also good with the technical characters because she also gives them like a damage boost in the early game. So her passive makes her a very good teammate early game and late game, where she's just like attacking from a distance. Her rush attacks are basically the long range blast. Like I said, she is a long range character. Another thing is like when she's closer to her allies, her basic attacks, which is a rush attack, they do more damage. So like I say, she works very, very well with a teammate, especially with somebody you can communicate with, to basically like, hey, you know, stay within this distance. So she could do a lot of damage, but then also let your teammate deal a lot of damage with her passive. So her first ability is Blaster Shot, and basically it just fires out like multiple blasts and like kind of like I guess you could say kind of like a spiral. Like they home in on one spot and explode. so they don't explode, like they don't hit enemies while they're traveling. They on the basically the spot that you're aiming at, the last spot, that's where they explode, and they explode into like a circle. Her blaster moves are like her regular skills are like very plain and simple, but it's when you combine them with her third skill, which is energy spear, is where she gets a lot of damage. So blaster shot, it doesn't do a lot of damage on its own, and like I said, it hits in a circle, doesn't do a lot of damage by itself. But when I get into energy spear, I'll show you like the big difference. Her second like basic skill is charge force. It's basically a beam forward. It's very plain and simple. Thing is, she can hold this move and charge it. The longer she charges it, the bigger the blast radius gets, and the further it goes. Like this move goes really far, especially late game when enemies are trying to like run away. It's very good for picking off enemies like late game. And then her third move is energy spear. So energy spear, I call it like the graviton ball, but his energy spear, and it's like a slow moving orb, and it continuously does damage with opponents when they get hit by it. But if you shoot energy spear with either blaster shot or charge force, it changes the way the explosion works. So by itself, it just moves forward. As you can see like that, it just moves forward until it disappears. But if you shoot it and shoot it with blaster shot, it explodes in a giant circle, and this circle does major damage. And if you shoot it with charge force, it explodes in like a horizontal line to cover like a lot of area. These combination attacks do crazy damage. I mean like 75 to like 85% damage of people's health with how much damage it does. I cannot stress enough like how crazy the damage from these two combined moves. Dude, that's why I say she might be kind of overtuned. I know it is kind of using two moves, so it leaves her with one move left over. But in a lot of fights, you could like just use energy spear and then use blaster shot to explode the energy spear, do 75% of someone's damage, and then just pick them off with a fully charged beam, which is charge force, from a distance while they're trying to like get away. Crazy. Kale does crazy damage. And then her ultimate, like I said, so she has a transformation, which is the Super Saiyan Berserk. But it's only done through her ultimate, which is called Evolution Break. She basically transforms into the Super Saiyan Berserk. She loses her ranged attacks and gets close range autos. Those close range autos do crazy damage. Like they chunk opponents. They do crazy health. She's also CC immune, which is like basically crowd control immune. So she can't be stunned, she can't be slowed or anything like that while she's inside this ult. It also gives her a bar of extra health. It basically like doubles her health bar at the time. So building health skills on her is really good because once she transforms, it doubles her health. And then her vanishing step, which is basically like your teleport or in any other mobile, your flash, it basically becomes a dash attack that also does damage. And it's just meant for you to like beat on opponents, get them out the way. You could use it to clear objectives because it does so much damage. So you could literally like transform and clear objectives before opponents can come back. You could use it to transform right before you die because it gives you so much health back and you can take on opponents. Kale is a really good character, and hopefully I can show that off when I play her in the videos. So hopefully you gamers enjoy. Ooh, so I wonder who I'm going to be laning with. Boo would be a really good support to lane with. Kale, I mean Vegeta would be good too. Kale's just really good as a laner. It looks like I'm going to be laning with Boo. Kale's just really good as a laner, simply because her passive buffs your teammates. Oh, I need to go down bottom. I'm screwing up. Don't mind that. But yeah, since her passive like buffs your teammates, so when you have characters like when you have like tank characters like Vegeta or support characters and stuff, early game they don't do as much damage, but they do more damage with Kale on their team simply because of like her passive. Like, so she's a very good laner. As long as your teammates aren't like going crazy and like dying. She's also got like really good range and really good early game damage too. Like her beam does a lot of damage when it's like fully charged. It's very good at like sniping people. securing kills and like securing like objectives from a distance. You just kind of like support your teammate from the back, kind of like that. You shoot out the graviton ball so it can do the continuous damage. Let's go. Long range beam. The graviton ball. Let's go. 2 kills down at bottom. That's good. And that's kind of like the best thing. She's kind of like a pseudo kind of Ooh. Kind of like how when I did the video with Ooh, Ooh just like supports like from so far away. Kale kind of does the same exact thing, and like I say, she does really good damage from like a distance with like how far her moves travel and the way her moves work. You just like support your teammates from so far away because her moves go so far. Not sure when I'll show off her ult. I mean, this might be like the best time to show off her ult now. Piccolo's damage is better than mine's. We should be able to win though. Oh god, I shot the wrong way. Okay, we're good. I was like, we should be able to win. Might need to go back and heal. I want to hit 6 before I go back though. Don't want to die to the Cyberman. Like I said, I want to hit 6 before I go back. Okay, we hit 6. I can help Vegeta. Let's go. Alright, now I can go and get healed up. Oh, Boo's down here? Why is Boo down here? Oh no, it looks like Goku, kind of like DC, isn't there? I'll go up top. It might be pretty hard considering, like I say, Kale kind of like she's like a teammate kind of character. I can steal that. I guess I'll kind of like just poke from a distance. Yeah, she's got really good damage, really good at clearing. Okay, I was going to say, I'm going to see if they're doing 16. If they were doing 16, I would try and steal. She's meant to be a teammate kind of character. But her ult lets her work very, very well, like even like by herself if she's like getting jumped. Kind of want to save my abilities in case they try and come at me like this. I can use the graviton ball. Shoot the graviton ball for the extra explosion. Oh my god, that deleted Boo. That destroyed Boo. That did so much damage. Wow. That did a lot of damage. With this time, I actually might be able to get 16. I'm trying. Fully charge the beam. It's going to be tough. I might have to pop ult for this. Get the enhanced autos. Yeah, I had to pop ult for it, but we managed to get 16. Shoot the graviton ball, slow him down. Big beam. The range is crazy. The range is crazy. Might be able to take Boo. Oh my gosh. That combo is crazy. It does so much damage. See if we can get their God of Destruction here. Nope. Like, that's the best thing. So like kind of like because the graviton ball moves like really, really slow, right? It moves extremely slow. But like when you shoot it and you hit it with your other abilities, like the damage it does is crazy. You see how big that explosion is? I can actually like go and get this meat bun here. Alright, we dodge their ability. Shoot graviton ball. Yep, and the explosion from it is crazy. She does so much damage. Granted, I think I might be over leveled. So I've been doing good, like holding out up top here, considering like Boo came and went down bottom. Might actually get my God of Destruction up here by myself before they get the one down at the bottom. Let's go. We can shoot the graviton ball here. Yeah, I'm 3 levels above him, so I'm completely over leveled. Kale is like kind of like a snowball kind of character because of her damage. Like you see, oh my gosh, I did like 75% of his health bar. We should be good. Goodbye. Yeah, and then like so the you can influence the graviton ball with both of her abilities, both her beam and her spread shot. Her spread shot makes the graviton ball explode in like a giant circle, and her beam makes it like explode into a horizontal circle. Well, not horizontal circle, but like a horizontal like path. So if you look at it kind of like this, so it exploded in like a horizontal path. But using it with the spread shot is a lot better, because the spread shots are faster than the beam. You kind of have to charge the beam a little. With the spread shot, you can kind of like shoot it immediately. You can just like do graviton ball into spread shot like that to get the immediate damage. Yeah, she's so good. She's so good when she has like that snowball. We should be able to max Genshin this. Just like, and that's kind of like one of the best things about her, since like her ult is kind of like it's kind of like an emergency button, right? It's like if you're getting jumped and you feel like you might lose, you can like pop ult. So you have like your ult for like a lot of situations. You could use your ult on the max Genshin to help break the God of Destruction, basically. Like, see, she does so much damage. Kale is crazy. They definitely might tone down like her combination. I actually think I could go here. Graviton ball, explosion, yeah, double kill, crazy. Like Kale does crazy damage. And like I say, it could just I am over leveled. I do have like the big level difference in the match, but still, the damage she pulls off is nuts. You should be able to get this last God of Destruction. Yep. Yep, that's Boo dead. That's Deborah dead. You can just support from a distance. Oh my god, that is a special beam cannon. I took that full phase. Let's go. Hey, play of the game. So there you have it, gamers. That was the gameplay video showing off Kale. Like I said, she does crazy damage, which is what you would expect from, you know, kind of like the female brawler kind of character. She does mad damage, very good support, very good at range. So hopefully you gamers enjoyed the video. Like I say, be on the lookout for it. The next video will probably end up being hit. Like I said, I want to do Kid Goku, but they're supposed to give him to us for free. So as soon as they give us Kid Goku for free, I'll do a video with Kid Goku. But I think the next person will be hit because he is the next character that I did unlock. He is kind of like one of my favorite Dragon Ball Super characters. But hopefully you gamers enjoyed the video. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.